So, I did get into a bit of Twitter beef with a friend of mine, and that did lead to them blocking me for a little bit of time. And I wanted to talk about the overall idea of what we were arguing, rather than trying to paint them as a bad person for them, or for what transpired. And I'm not going to be naming any names. I mean, I do consider them a friend, and I don't want to even indirectly cause any trouble. Oh, Restream had an update. It shows my clips. Cool. Hey, Santa, how you doing? But essentially, we got into a bit of an argument over one of her tweets. She had put out that the way she identified was as a Futanari, and anybody that called that offensive was stupid, essentially. That was the breakdown. And I pushed back a bit on that. I completely see where people are coming from when they say that Futa is an offensive term. The fucking history of it is literally Japanese for hermaphrodite, which is an outdated term for English. But I've been looking over, like, Wikipedia for it, because I really don't care about super duper in-depth, and Wikipedia is pretty good for giving you an overall idea. I'm just pulling it up again because I've forgotten the specifics. But the term is commonly just explicitly used, in modern day anyways, for its use in pornography. Mostly drawn stuff, manga, anime, hentai, all that fun stuff. The thing is, the way I see it used as, it's explicitly used to fetishize feminine bodies with the penis. And by the which source is that one? Oh, it's some German article. I'm not reading that. But yeah, the term Futa is just used to emphasize feminine body having both genitals, penis and vagina. Testicles are sometimes included. And my issue isn't really that it's describing intersex characteristics. It's that there's also branches of it, like Futa sans pussy is a tag, which is just a trans woman. Some kind of non-binary. And I'm gonna be honest, that was the body I was born with. Got a penis, I developed breasts. I grew into at least a B cup at 14 when I had that horrible surgery. I had titty reduction. But then when I came to transition, or when I grew into an adult and really thought about it, I realized I made a mistake there. But, I mean, what can you do? My thing is, I don't really find it super duper offensive. The term, honestly, Futa just makes me kind of uncomfortable, but I do see it as a slur. I mean, it's more broad than any of the more accepted ones, and I will defend people's use of identifying that way, but I personally have a problem with the term. I won't have any problem with the individual. My problem with my friend who identifies that way was that they pushed back on people saying it was stupid to be offended over the term, when I personally have, like, anecdotally, I have been directly attacked with that term. Along the lines of, like, I was arguing with people that Futa basically means trans these days, but nobody wants to change the definition, and people don't want to change their mindsets because, you know, most people in porn comments are reactionaries, surprisingly. But the problem is that I was upset that she pushed back saying that it was stupid to be offended by the term. It is completely valid to be offended by stuff. The bottom line is, I don't get to tell, or people don't get to tell you how you can identify, and you don't get to tell people what offends them. It's kind of their own thing, and we do kind of gotta meet people where they're at. We do want to bridge that gap, and I think that's the important thing. Really expressing that it's the person that matters over any identifier or how any individual feels about that identifier. But yeah, there are some people that do want to be referred to as Futa, as their identity, and I will respect that. That's the bottom line.